Drama as a genre combines the literary art of storytelling with live performance in a shared space. Human nature is so complex, how we humans are caught up in the social expeditions of a society. So very often we dance in the rhythm of brilliance in the grand mystery called life. Humans often strive to live a luxurious life instead of being contented with what they have. So next we have an amazing dramatic performance by the great artist of class 10.
It was published in 1884. It tells the story of a 19th century middle-class French couple. It takes place in Paris, France at the end of the 19th century. Paris experienced a period of social, economic and technological change. The protagonist of the story, Mrs. Matilda, strives for finer goods and ends up learning a valuable lesson through an unfortunate accident. The story presents the harsher truths of a struggling lower class in Matilda, who dreams of but never achieves a better life despite hard work and determination.
ഞങ്ങൾ ഇന്നിവിടെ അവതരിപ്പിക്കുന്നത് ദ നെക്ലസ് എന്നൊരു ഫ്രഞ്ച് കഥയുടെ ദൃശ്യാവിഷ്കാരമാണ്. മെറ്റിൽഡ, ലോയ്സെൽ, ജീൻ എന്നിവരാണ് പ്രധാന കഥാപാത്രങ്ങൾ. മെറ്റിൽഡ ലോയ്സെൽ ഒരു ഇടത്തരം കുടുംബത്തിലെ സ്ത്രീയാണ്. ലോയ്സെലിനെയാണ് വിവാഹം കഴിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നത്. അവൾ സുന്ദരിയായ എന്നാൽ അസന്തുഷ്ടയായ ഒരു യുവതിയായിരുന്നു. അവളുടെ സൗന്ദര്യത്തിനനുസരിച്ച് തനിക്ക് ആഡംബര ജീവിതത്തിന് അർഹതയുണ്ടെന്ന് അവൾ വിശ്വസിച്ചിരുന്നു. അവളെ സന്തോഷിപ്പിക്കാൻ ഭർത്താവ് നിസ്വാർത്ഥമായി ശ്രമിച്ചിട്ടും മെറ്റിൽഡ എല്ലാത്തിലും അസംതൃപ്തിയായിരുന്നു. ഒരിക്കൽ ലോയ്സെൽ അവൾക്ക് വേണ്ടി വിദ്യാഭ്യാസ മന്ത്രിയിൽ നിന്നും ഒരു പാർട്ടിക്കുള്ള ക്ഷണക്കത്ത് കൊണ്ടുവന്നു. മെറ്റിൽഡയ്ക്ക് അവളുടെ ആഗ്രഹങ്ങൾ നിറവേറ്റുവാനുള്ള ഒരു അവസരം അങ്ങനെ ലഭിക്കുന്നു. പാർട്ടിക്ക് ഏറ്റവും മികച്ചതായി കാണുന്നതിന് മെറ്റിൽഡ അവളുടെ സുഹൃത്ത് ജീൻ ഫോറസ്റ്റിയറിൽ നിന്നും ഒരു ഡയമണ്ട് നെക്ലസ് കടം വാങ്ങുന്നു. അവളുടെ അശ്രദ്ധ മൂലം നെക്ലസ് നഷ്ടപ്പെടുന്നു. ഈ ഒരു നഷ്ടവും മെറ്റിൽഡയുടെ അത്യാശയും അവളുടെയും ലോയ്സെലിൻ്റെയും ജീവിതത്തെ തന്നെ മാറ്റിമറിക്കുന്നത് എങ്ങനെയെന്ന് നമുക്ക് കാണാം. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests and distinguished members of the audience, a warm welcome to each and every one of you. Today, I'm standing before you to present a tale that embodies the power of desire, the pursuit of dreams, and the timeless yearning for something beyond our reach. The story I bring to you is one of the most renowned literary works of all time, the unforgettable tale of The Necklace.
For second with your play, you just can't help it. No, you'll play along, let her lead you on. You'll be saying no, then saying yes, 'cause you're messing with your head. Oh, she's sweet but a psycho, a little bit psycho. At night she's screaming, my mind. Oh, she's hot but a psycho, so left but she's right though. At night she's screaming, my mind. Grab a cop gun, kinda crazy. She's poison but tasty. And people say run, don't walk away. Yeah, she's sweet but a psycho, a little bit psycho. At night she's screaming, my mind.
J-Lo, ya tú sabes, no hay más nada.
It's a new generation
Mr. Worldwide,
of party people.
get on the floor, darling, get on. Red one.
Let me introduce you to my party people in the club.
I'm loose, and everybody knows I get off the train. Baby, it's the truth. I'm like Inception, I play with your brain, so don't sleep or snooze. I don't play no games, so don't get it confused, no. 'Cause you will lose, yeah. Now pump it up and back it up like a Tonka truck. Darling.
If you go hard, you gotta get on the floor. If you're a party freak, then step on the floor. If you're an animal, then tear up the floor. Break a sweat on the floor, yeah, we work on the floor. Don't stop, keep it moving, put your drinks up. Pick your body up and drop it on the floor. Let the rhythm change your world on the floor. You know we're running tonight on the floor.
Brazil, Morocco, London
Now I'm here to introduce the characters of the play. Here comes our first character, Mrs. Matilda, a pretty but dreamy woman. Mr. Loisel, a clerk and husband of Matilda. Madam Jean Forestier, a rich friend of Matilda. Lucy, servant of Matilda. Ministers of the play, Minister Ryan. Minister Julius. Police officer. Dwellers and shopkeepers. Waiters. And the special invitees at the ball party. Once upon a time, in the beautiful country of France, there lived a gorgeous woman by the name of Matilda. She always cared about her looks and worried about not having pretty things. Being married to a humble clerk, Mr. Loisel, who worked in the Ministry of Education and earned a decent salary, she bore her worries with efforts.
Oh, Matilda, I'm home. What happened, Matilda? Why do you look so sad?
Look at the lady, dressed superbly, such a lovely dress. And me? Not.
Matilda, why do you worry about such silly things? You look superbly pretty. Isn't that enough?
Me, beautiful. What are you talking about, Loisel? What do I have in this house?
Matilda wasn't convinced. She believed that she was all deserving of the riches other women wore.
Mr. Loisel and Madam, breakfast is ready. You may have.
Yes, of course. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Warm soup and freshly baked bread. Isn't it lovely, Matilda?
It is an old soup and no my bread. I wish we could have eaten something better.
And so, Matilda lived her days always wanting more, instead of appreciating what she already had.
Oh, Matilda, I forgot. There's something for you.
What's this?
She tore open the envelope and saw the invitation inside.
What are you supposed to do with this?
Matilda, it's an invitation for a ball that's going to be held in a week's time at the minister's residence. Isn't that splendid?
Splendid? Splendid, Loisel? You really think it's splendid? Tell me, what will I wear to that ball?
Oh, what about the dress that you wear to the theater? It looked pretty to me.
I don't have anything worth wearing to such a ball.
Don't cry, sweetheart. How much would a new dress cost?
Matilda dried her tears and pondered carefully.
About 400 francs?
What? 400 francs?
Loisel turned pale at this. He was saving exactly that much to buy himself fishing set to go out of his work with colleagues.
Matilda, don't worry. I will provide you with a new dress.
Thank you, sweetheart.
He went and bought a new dress for Matilda and handed over to her.
Matilda, here. It's the new dress.
It's so pretty.
Is just a history that they may prove, and when you're gone, I'll tell them my religion's you. When punctures come to kill the king upon his throne, I'm ready for their stones. I'll dance, dance, dance with my hands above my head, like just art for Michelangelo to carve. He can't rewrite the aggro of my fury's heart. I wait on mountaintops in Paris, going to Maria to serve. I'll dance, dance, dance with my hands, hands, hands above my head, head, head. Like Jesus said, I'm gonna dance, dance, dance with my hands, hands, hands above my head. Dance together, forgive him before he's dead.
I look so pretty in this dress. Minister Ryan will be so happy. Oh no, I don't have jewelry to go with it.
But as the ball comes closer, Matilda started to get very anxious.
What happened, Matilda? Why do you look so sad? Didn't you like the dress?
No, it's beautiful, but I don't have jewelry to go with it.
Well, I have no money to buy any jewelry. What about wearing some flowers?
Flowers? How stupid you are, Loisel. Then everyone will understand the poverty we live in.
Oh, Matilda, then why don't you ask your friend Jean? I think she'll be generous to lend you some jewelry.
That's a great idea.
Matilda was delighted at this idea. She went to visit Jean, who had been a good friend to her. But as Jean now had a rich house and a good life, Matilda had distanced herself.
Oh, Matilda, how have you been?
I'm fine, Jean.
Please come inside, dear. How are you, Matilda?
I'm fine.
They spoke for quite some time until Matilda finally asked Jean for the favor.
Can I ask you a favor?
Yes, sure, dear.
Can I borrow some of your jewelry?
Jewelry? Well, of course. Daughter, please bring a set of jewelry. Choose whichever you like.
She handed Jean a box full of many trinkets and necklaces. The sparkle they held was reflected on Matilda's face. She tried on many but liked none.
Do you have anything else?
Yes, sure, dear. Daughter, please bring the next set of jewelry. What about this?
Matilda looked but found nothing in the first box. But when she opened the second one, in it lay the most beautiful sets of diamonds which Matilda had ever seen. She carefully lifted them onto her neck and was delighted at her reflection.
Can I take this?
Yes, sure, dear.
Thank you, Jean.
You are welcome, Matilda.
Matilda was elated, thanked Jean, and hurried on home.
Tonight is going to be an amazing party. Minister Julius will be here soon.
Hello, Mr. Ryan.
Good evening, Mr. Julius. I'm glad to meet you.
It's my pleasure.
Please take a seat. Thank you.
Welcome, sir.
So, Mr. Julius, is everything set?
Everything is fine, Mr. Ryan.
If not, the wine is a bit too much, as I say. But I think it's very well balanced.
Yes, indeed.
Tonight is going to be an amazing party, isn't it, Mr. Julius?
Without a doubt. Yes, Mr. Ryan.
Come on, let's enjoy the party.
The beautiful girls were invited at the minister's party, and they enjoyed at the ball party.
Minister Julius, who's that beautiful girl?
She is Matilda, Mr. Ryan.
Good evening, Matilda. You look so pretty tonight.
Thank you, Minister Ryan.
You're right, Mr. Ryan. She is superbly beautiful.
Can I have a dance?
Yes, of course.
peine. Il attend devant cette photo d'antan. Il n'est pas fou, il y croit, c'est tout. Il la voit partout, il attend debout, une rose à la main. À part elle, il n'attend rien. Rien autour n'a de sens et l'air est lourd. Le regard absent, il est seul et lui parle souvent. Il n'est pas fou, il aime, c'est tout. Il la voit partout, il attend debout, une rose à la main. Non, non plus rien ne le retient.
On the night of the ball, Matilda was completely success. All the men admired her as she was looking gorgeous in her new dress and jewelry. She laughed and chatted with much joy, so much so that even the minister himself greeted her during the evening. Once the ball had ended, she went to find her husband who had retired into a room to rest. He picked up her modest straps to cover her shoulders as it was very cold weather.
Matilda, here, wear this. It's cold.
What are you doing, Loisel? This strap completely ruined the look of mine. I think I'll do without it.
Poor Loisel followed his wife into the street. That night seemed to be an unlucky one, as no cab seemed available. They walked for a long time until they finally hailed one. It took them back to their flat and they tumbled out and up to their room. When they reached inside, Matilda went to admire herself one last time.
Oh no, the jewelry.
What? What happened, Matilda?
I have lost the necklace.
What? That's impossible. Did you wear it before leaving?
Of course I did. And I also remember feeling it while talking to the minister.
What about the cab? Did you get his number?
No, I didn't.
Okay, fine. Let me go back and check it. Okay?
Okay.
And so he left, leaving Matilda alone as she sat there, completely blank. After some hours, sadly, as he had found nothing, he told his wife to write to Jean.
Matilda, I didn't find it. Write to Jean that you will return it soon, okay?
Okay.
And so while Matilda did this, Loisel went and made a complaint to the police, but no word came to them.
Sir,
Yes, come in. Please be seated.
sir, I have given a complaint about the necklace. Did you find it?
Is that the diamond necklace?
Yes, sir. Exactly that one.
We have done the investigation, but no progress.
So that means you didn't find it?
Yes, there is one solution. You can replace the necklace with another one.
Okay, sir. Thank you for your help.
Welcome.
He went around everywhere, looking at all the jewelers. At last, he found a similar necklace as the one they had lost.
Sir, I'm here to buy some necklace. Can you show me the best ones that are available here?
Yes, sure, you can check it.
Ma'am, can you show me another one? What about this one? Yes, exactly this one. How much would it cost?
It will cost 40,000 francs.
What? 40,000 francs?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll buy it.
Painstakingly, he agreed to buy it. He bought a new necklace in order to replace the lost one.
Sir, I need it. Thank you, sir.
You are welcome.
Matilda, here. It's a necklace. Give it to Jean.
Matilda hurried to Jean's house to return the necklace which she had borrowed.
Oh, Matilda,
Hi, Jean.
please come inside, dear.
Actually, Jean, I'm come to return it to you, and I'm really sorry for the delay.
It's okay, Matilda.
Thank you, Jean.
Welcome, Matilda.
Jean was always a happy woman and celebrated her life with family and friends.
따라라라라리 날 보고 있어 맘하기 baby 너를 위한 멜로디 멜로디 yeah 네가 뮤지니까 잘 들어봐 play it 다시 말이지 since 17 girl 널 지켜봤지 말을 못했을 뿐 여전히 네 주위를 맴돌아 두 눈을 뗄 수가 없잖아 혹시 너도 같은 맘을 지닌 나는 궁금해 yeah 네가 좋으니까 내 눈빛은 들려 you already know 너도 원한다는 걸 네가 미소가 번지니까 그걸 보니까 있다 네가 내가 말했었잖아 you already know 네가 맘에 든단 걸 네 긴 머리 날리니까 그걸 보니까 있다 네가 따라라라리 널 보고 있어 맘하기 baby 너를 위한 멜로디 멜로디야 네가 늦으니까 잘 들어봐 play it 따라라라리 날 보고 있어 맘하기 baby 너를 위한 멜로디 멜로디야 네가 늦으니까 잘 들어봐 play it
She returned the necklace back to Jean, who took it back without even looking at it. Thereafter, the couple's lives changed.
Thank you, Lucy, for all the help you have done.
You're welcome.
All the best, Lucy.
Thank you.
They sent away their helpers and went to live in a flat which had lower rent. Matilda scrubbed, washed, and worked for many houses in the city. Her face turned wrinkled and her hands rough. Loisel worked for longer hours during the day and took the night shift too. After 10 whole years of slogging, they had finally off their debt. But now changed they both were.
How terrible my hands look now. And my hair, it has stripes of grey in it.
Matilda, think of them as streaks of silver for all the hard work we have done.
She smiled at him warmly, but still felt sad at what a single string of diamond had done to them. One day, as she was walking, she saw a little girl bonding along with a lovely lady.
It's Jean. She still look lovely as a flower. Should I go and speak to her? Jean!
Who is this woman? I have never seen you. You might be mistaken.
Oh, my dear Jean. It's me, Matilda. I suppose I have changed a lot.
Oh, Matilda, what a change. What happened to you?
Matilda told Jean everything about what had happened to her. She thought that since she had paid the whole debt and cleared everything, it was fine to tell everything.
You say that you have lost my necklace and replaced with 40,000 of francs?
Yes, and I'm really sorry to lose it in the first place.
Oh, Matilda, it was a fake necklace made up of cut-colored glass.
What? But it was so beautiful.
And thus, poor Matilda had learned her lesson. If she had only been content with what she had and had counted her blessings, then maybe she wouldn't have done through so much trouble.
How foolish I have been. I had such a decent house with a loving husband. Why didn't I say that earlier? Oh, Loisel, you came?
Yes, Matilda, I'm home. Here, there's something for you.
They are so pretty, darling. Thank you so much.
Matilda, what's for lunch?
For lunch, I have prepared warm soup and fresh bread. Is that fine?
Yes, that would be lovely, Matilda.
Sometimes you will never know the value of something until it becomes a memory. And also, if you're still looking for other things, then you can't see the blessing that God gives for you. Let us be contented with what we have. Thank you.
With that, we came to the end of this memorable annual function, Esperanza 2K24. We hope you have enjoyed the performances and the celebration of achievement. Thank you all for being a part of this special event. We wish you a continued joy of success and fulfillment in all your endeavors. Keep your face always towards the sunshine, and the shadows will fall behind you. With this, it's me, Miss Elena Teresa,
Master Imran P.I.,
Master Sharon Rodriguez Sindo,
and Miss Annalyn Stigen
is signing off. Thank you and have a fantastic day ahead.